There's some dirty little secrets about Jungle Scout and Helium 10 that you should know before you buy, like how you don't need either one of these and how you can get the best features of both these tools for free. And I'll share with you how to get both these tools for free, as well as an in-depth pros and cons for each of these tools. And at the end of the video, I'll share with you which one of these two tools are the winner, which is the best tool for product research, for running an Amazon FBA store, in really everything. And both these tools will help you to find a product to sell on Amazon. For instance, I found this electric ice maker that is doing over $58,000 in sales every single month. And here's a secret. You can actually find out how much any product on Amazon is making, and you can do this for free. All you have to do is go to the product listing page of the Amazon product that you want to know how much it's making. You then scroll down to the best-selling rank number that's here at the bottom, and you're going to copy that, and then you'll go over to the free Jungle Scout Sales Estimator tool, and you're going to paste that number in here. You're then going to select what marketplace you're in, which in this case is the United States, as well as what category your product is in. And then it's going to tell you how many units per month that product is selling. You can then multiply that number of how many units per month it's selling with the cost of the product, and boom, we can see that this product is making over $58,000 in revenue every single month. And Helium 10 actually has a free extension that does this exact same thing. In fact, it makes the process even easier. You can go to any product, click on the Helium 10 extension, and then click on the X-ray tool, and it'll show you how much that product is making in sales per month. And you don't even have to leave Amazon. But let's get into the pros and the cons of Helium 10 versus Jungle Scout. And really quick, before I do that, I do want to let you know that I have the hookup with both of these, Jungle Scout and Helium 10. I've worked with both these companies and I've negotiated with both of them to get you a discount if you do decide to go with either one of these. I don't care which one you go with. Obviously, I'm going to share with you which one I think is the best, but I have the hookup for both of them. There is discounted pricing for both of them in the description down below. It's the best pricing you can find for both of these tools in the description down below. So if you do decide to go with one of these tools, make sure you use the link in the description. And my name's Travis, and I'm a 7-figure Amazon FBA seller. And make sure to like this video, because at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you my product research technique, the technique that I use to find products that have led to over $1 million in sales. And best of all, I was able to find this product without having to pay for Helium 10 or Jungle Scout. And I'll share with you that later in this video. But what a lot of people don't realize is Helium 10 and Jungle Scout have really similar tools, just with different names. Now, some of these tools are better with Helium 10 and some of them are better with Jungle Scout. For instance, let's say you're trying to find a product to sell on Amazon. With Helium 10, they have Black Box, Magnet Tool, and a bunch of other tools. With Jungle Scout, they have the Opportunity Finder tool. And with Black Box tool, you'll fill in criteria of the type of product that you would like to sell. For instance, you could put the price of what you'd like to sell the product for. And I always recommend, if you're new to selling on Amazon, selling a product that's between $15 and $85. You can also filter by how many reviews it has. And my recommendation would be to find a product that has less than 1,000 reviews with an average rating of 3.5 stars or below. That means that it's a popular product, but yet people don't really like the product. And what you can do is make a better version of the product and make a ton of money. There's then a bunch of other things you can fill out, like category and all these other options, to narrow down what type of products you're looking to sell. You then hit search, and Helium 10 will show you a list of all the possible products. But Jungle Scout has Opportunity Finder, and it is very similar to the Black Box tool. Both tools do provide an extensive list of possible products that you can sell, but I have to give the gold star to Helium 10. Their tool is slightly better. They give you more results. The results are more accurate, and there's more filters with Black Box than there is with Opportunity Finder. The next tool that you might want to use Helium 10 or Jungle Scout for is a tool to find the search phrases that you should include in your title and in your bullet points. And in fact, I actually recommend using this tool to find a product to sell on Amazon. I think this is a better product research tool. This is a hidden gem that a lot of people don't know about. And Helium 10 has the magnet tool and Jungle Scout has Keyword Scout. And let me show you live how these two different tools work. And this is what Helium 10 looks like in the back end. You click here, there's all the different possible tools. On the other hand, this is what Jungle Scout looks like once you sign up. And here's all the different tools in here. And the tool that we're comparing right now is the magnet tool in Helium 10 that helps you to find keywords. Also, it does product research. I'll show you about that in a second. In Keyword Scout. And I actually used this magnet tool from Helium 10 to find one of my most recent products that I launched. I launched this product in just 7 days, and this product's now doing about $20,000 in revenue every month, which means that I'll be making over $100,000 in profit from this product. And let me show you how I found this product. So I went in here and I typed in something that I saw was becoming more popular, the carnivore diet. So let's type that in and let's click on Get Keywords. What this tool does is it lets me know that carnivore diet is being searched over 11,000 times per month. So I know that the carnivore diet is pretty popular. And what this means is that over 11,000 people per month are going to Amazon. They're searching in the Amazon search bar carnivore diet. And the other thing that Helium 10 does is it gives me a list of related keywords, things that are related to the carnivore diet. Now, here's a secret, and this is a product research technique nobody else is teaching. Go to this list and sort by the Magnet IQ score. This score is basically how good of an opportunity that Helium 10 thinks that these different keywords are, how good of products it could potentially be. You'll then go through this list one by one and look at all the different options. And for instance, air fryer is one that Helium 10 thinks is a good opportunity. But when I actually look at air fryers, there's a lot of competition. I wouldn't want to try to sell an air fryer. Plus, it's heavy, it's an electronic. There's a lot of reasons I would avoid that. But as I was going through this list, I found this right here, carnivore electrolytes. Over 3,000 people per month are searching for exactly carnivore electrolytes. And when I went to Amazon and searched for a product, there was no product that was actually selling electrolytes specifically for the carnivore diet. These were the only options, and these aren't really meant for the carnivore diet. They have sugar, they have artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, and this is my product right here. We can see it's sold over 400 in the last month, and I was able to find this product because of Helium 10 and how powerful this magnet tool is. Now, let's go to Jungle Scout and let's see how powerful their tool is. So I'll do the same thing. I'll type in carnivore diet into here and I'll click on search. And we can see that it also gives us a search volume, though it says the search volume is 28,000, which is quite different than Helium 10. I don't know which one's right, but one of the big things is it only gives us 78 related keywords. And I went through all 78 of these keywords, and carnivore electrolytes wasn't even here. So if I was just using Jungle Scout, I never would have found that product that's making me $100,000 in passive income. So again, the gold star absolutely has to go to Helium 10 for the magnet tool. It's quite a bit better than the Jungle Scout tool. And now we'll get in depth into the pros and cons in just a second. But one other update that I do want to mention is recently, both Helium 10 and Jungle Scout have started using artificial intelligence, AI, to power some of their tools. Jungle Scout has an AI profit and review analysis tool, where Helium 10 has Adtomic in order to help you build a listing for your Amazon product, as well as to help you run ads for your product. Helium 10 also uses AI to help you to run PPC, which is pay-per-click ads, on Amazon for your product. They can use this AI tool to help automate some of the ads so that once you launch your product on Amazon, you can make a ton of money by paying for ads and hopefully making more money than you spend. And for this one, I actually have to give the gold star to both of them. I think because Jungle Scout does have some tools that Helium 10 doesn't, and Helium 10 has some tools that Jungle Scout doesn't, I'd say both of them get the gold star. But overall, as you can see, most Helium 10 tools are more powerful than Jungle Scout tools. But we're not done yet. Let's go over the pros and cons of Helium 10 versus Jungle Scout. And let's start with the pros of Helium 10. And the biggest pro of Helium 10 is that it does have a free plan. And using the free plan, you can get a lot of the features and tools and benefits of the paid plan for Helium 10 without having to pay any money. However, there is some restrictions, and I recommend if you are serious about creating an Amazon FBA business, it's worth it to upgrade. Even if you only upgrade for a month and then cancel your plan, it's worth upgrading. And I actually had one student that found a $100,000 product using the free Helium 10 plan. And here's a trick on how you can get a free Helium 10 account. Click on the link down below in the description of this video for Helium 10. You then click on Get Started Today and you scroll all the way to the bottom. You can actually click the button to get a free Helium 10 account. Another pro of Helium 10 is it does have a lot more tools, and in my opinion, Helium 10 tools are more robust and they're just better. And Helium 10 actually has a lot of other tools that we haven't even talked about yet, like the Cerebro tool, which allows you to take an existing product on Amazon, put it into this tool, and it will tell you all the things that people are searching for in Amazon in order to find this tool. It allows you to ethically steal your competitors' keywords so that you can rank for those keywords. There's other tools like Blackbox, which we spoke about earlier, as well as the X-ray tool and a profitability calculator. But one of my favorite tools that Helium 10 has that Jungle Scout just doesn't have is Refund Genie. And you need to be careful when selling on Amazon because at times, Amazon will screw you over. Amazon will not always send you the money that it owes you. Amazon makes a lot of mistakes, and these mistakes end up costing you money. And with this tool, Refund Genie, it will go through and figure out exactly how much money Amazon owes you. And it will do all the work for you, and then you'll get that money back from Amazon. So this tool is literally going to be making you money. There's also a ton of tools in Helium 10 that'll make it so that your Amazon listing is completely optimized. And you probably know that if you want to have success on Amazon, it's very important to get to the top of the search results. And Helium 10 has a bunch of different tools that will help you to do exactly that. But let's take a closer look at the tool Atomic, which I mentioned earlier. It helps to completely automate all of your Amazon PPC, all your Amazon advertising. This is a new feature where they use AI to automate all your advertising campaigns. And Jungle Scout doesn't even have an equivalent to Atomic. Helium 10 also has the Inventory Protector tool. And you know that if you're selling on Amazon that you do not want to run out of inventory, because if you run out of inventory, Amazon sees that you're not really a smart business, that you're not really taking it seriously, and they may even blacklist you. Well, this Inventory Protector tool will make sure that you never run out of inventory. Another pro with Helium 10 is, yes, they do offer monthly pricing, but they also offer discounted yearly pricing if you want to pay in bulk for the year. And I do recommend, if you know that you're going to be keeping Helium 10 for a full year, that you pay for the yearly pricing. However, if you're just starting out, feel free to do the monthly plan, try it out for a month, and you can cancel anytime. In fact, with Helium 10, they have a 7-day money-back guarantee, which means if you're just using Helium 10 to find a product, I'd recommend signing up for Helium 10, doing all the research, finding your product, and you can always email them and say, hey, I'd like my money back. Now, this isn't the most ethical thing, but if you're undecided on whether or not you want to use Helium 10, remember they have that 7-day money back guarantee, which is a big pro for Helium 10. But warning, they are constantly changing what kind of discounts they offer, but I make sure that in the link down below, I always have the latest discounts available, the best pricing that you can get on Helium 10. Now, before we talk about Jungle Scout, I do want to let you know that with Helium 10, there are 3 different paid plans. So there's the free plan, and then after that, for the paid plans, there's the starter, the platinum, and the diamond plan. And for most beginners, I actually recommend going with the platinum plan, though you can always try out the starter plan. The problem, however, with the starter plan is it's a little bit limited in its features. And if you upgrade to the platinum plan, it unlocks everything. It's going to make it a lot faster for you to do product research and just use all the different tools without some of the caps and limitations that the starter plan has. However, if you are a beginner, you don't need to sign up for the diamond plan. I do recommend the diamond plan for people that are bigger Amazon sellers that have been in the game for a little while. However, again, if you're on the fence about Helium 10, I recommend just signing up for a paid plan. And remember, they have a 7-day free trial, so you can always send them an email and cancel it before those 7 days. But wait just a minute here. Jungle Scout actually does have some pretty big pros of its own. In my opinion, the biggest pro of Jungle Scout, the number one thing that Jungle Scout has that Helium 10 does not have, is their supplier database tool. This tool will allow you to figure out who the manufacturer is for your competitors. So you can go to pretty much any tool on Amazon, take that product and plug it into this tool, and you'll be able to tell who your competitor, who this product is using as a manufacturer. This tool is magic. If you're stuck trying to figure out who you're going to use as a manufacturer, this tool can be extremely powerful because not only can you go to your competitors, you can go to products that are kind of similar to yours. Even if it's not direct competition, put it in this tool, contact that manufacturer, and see if they can produce the product that you're trying to sell on Amazon. Jungle Scout also does have some great keyword research tools and some great product research tools. I will say again, in my opinion, Helium 10's keyword and product research tools are a little bit better. We did some comparisons earlier in this video, and if you remember, Helium 10 just gives you more data and there's more ways to filter that data. But that being said, Jungle Scout is still a very powerful tool. Another pro is that Jungle Scout is actually, per month when you break it down, a little bit less expensive than Helium 10. And if you click on the link down below in the description, you can get 3 months of Jungle Scout for just $149, which if you divide it, that's around $49 a month. And this plan is pretty much the same as the Helium 10 plan, which is $79 per month if you use my discount. But the problem, of course, with Jungle Scout is you do have to buy 3 months up front. And even though the plan's pretty much the same, the tools from Jungle Scout really aren't the same as the tools from Helium 10. Another pro for Jungle Scout is the customer service, and the team are extremely friendly. But I've also found that to be true with Helium 10. So as we can see, there are a lot more pros with Helium 10 than there are with Jungle Scout. But what about the cons? There are a ton of cons with both Helium 10 and Jungle Scout. So pay attention. And we're going to talk in depth about the cons of both these platforms in just a second. But one big feature that both Helium 10 and Jungle Scout have when you sign up for these tools is both these tools will give you access to a free Amazon FBA course. But you actually don't need to pay for these tools in order to get a free Amazon FBA course. If you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to give you an in-depth 8-hour Amazon FBA course absolutely for free. So keep watching this video. But now let's get into the cons of Helium 10 versus Jungle Scout, and pay attention because this is where things get really interesting. The first real con of Helium 10 is that it's more expensive than Jungle Scout. Not by a lot, and I do think the price of Helium 10 is 100% worth it, but it's something to be aware of. Another con with Helium 10 is because they have so many tools and the tools have somewhat confusing names, it can be a little bit hard for beginners to navigate at first. And also, the last time I checked, Helium 10 doesn't really have the best mobile app. So if you're doing a lot of work on mobile, it's a little bit clunky in my opinion. Now for the cons of Jungle Scout, one of the first big cons is there's no free plan for you to try it out and see if it's a good fit for you. Another con is that it offers less features. In fact, it does not actually offer any features or tools to help you launch your Amazon product. And if you've ever sold on Amazon, you know how important it is to properly launch a product when you're selling a product on Amazon. When you launch a product on Amazon, you want to try to get as many sales as possible from day one. What this does is it lets Amazon know to put your Amazon listing at the top of the search results. And on Amazon, the products that are at the top of the search results get the most clicks, followed by the second place and third place and fourth place product. And it's actually exponential. So getting to the top of the search results is extremely important. And in general, and I've been saying this throughout this video, the biggest con with Jungle Scout is I just don't think the tools are as accurate or as good as the Helium 10 tools. And before I announce the winner of which tool is best, Helium 10 or Jungle Scout, let me show you behind the scenes what it looks like if you decide to pay for these tools. And let me show you all the different tools that come with both Helium 10 and Jungle Scout. We're gonna go one by one and I'm gonna explain what these tools do. And as you can already see, Helium 10 has more tools than Jungle Scout does. And with Helium 10, the tools are organized in a few different categories. Product research, these tools will help you to find a product to sell on Amazon. Keyword research, these tools will all help you to figure out what keywords you should put in your title and in your bullet points. And as I mentioned, these are actually really powerful tools for finding a product to sell on Amazon as well. No one else is teaching this, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that's the secret. There are also tools that'll help you to market your product like Adtomic and Amazon Attribution, as well as tools that will help you to optimize your listing. There's also analytics tools, things like a keyword tracker and operation tools, and things that'll help you to avoid hijackers, as well as Refund Genie plus the follow-up tool. And the follow-up tool is really powerful because when someone buys your product on Amazon, you want to get a review. And what the follow-up tool does is it will follow up with your customers and ask for a review. And let's compare that to Jungle Scout, where things are organized by toolbox, product research, suppliers, keywords, marketing, sales, analytics, advertising, managed products, FBA reimbursements, and a few other options down here. So let's look in depth at some of these different tools. And as I mentioned, Black Box is a product research tool that'll help you to find products to sell on Amazon. You can put in criteria of the kind of product that you're looking for, and this tool will tell you exactly what products you should sell. For instance, let's say that you want to make at least $10,000 per month, and we'll type that in right here. And let's say you want to find products that aren't that competitive. So you want to say they have under 400 reviews, and you can even pick which category you want to sell them. Let's say you want to sell in the baby category, for instance, which is a pretty hot and easy category to sell in because people will always spend money on their babies and their pets and the things that they love. You can even specify how many stars you want the review of the product to be. And as I mentioned earlier, if a product has a 3.5 or lower star review, it's not a great product, and we can come in and find how to improve that product and probably steal all the sales of the original product. Then we're going to click search for this tool, and it will give you hundreds of different products that will meet your criteria. And you can go through and you can figure out what kind of products you want to sell. Helium 10 also has the Trendster tool, which will tell you what are the hot trends for selling on Amazon. Another tool that I like is to use the Cerebro tool, which is something I mentioned earlier, and it's one of the most powerful tools that most people aren't using. What you can do is go to Amazon, find a product that you're curious about. For instance, let's look at cocktail cards here. And this is one of the products I partnered with a student that's in my Amazon FBA program. And for those that don't know, cocktail cards is actually one of the products that I sell. I actually partnered with AJ on this product, and AJ was a bartender. He ended up losing his job during the pandemic, and he joined my Amazon FBA program. And I saw that he had a passion for bartending and cocktails. And I found this product using the magnet keyword tool that I mentioned earlier in this video. And in his first year, he did over $500,000 in sales on Amazon. That's how powerful this magnet tool is. And the way that the Cerebro tool works is if you go to any product on Amazon and you look for the ASIN number, and ASIN stands for Amazon Standard Identification Number. All products on Amazon have a specific ASIN number, and you can see the ASIN number down here. You then copy that, you take that, and you can paste it into the Cerebro tool. And what this tool will do is tell you the exact keywords that people are searching for in order to find and buy this product. And you can see right here that people are searching for things like bartending flashcards, cocktail recipe cards, and other related keywords like that. This is a really powerful way for you to find products to sell on Amazon. There's also Adtomic, which I mentioned earlier, as well as Amazon Attribution. And this Amazon Attribution allows you to figure out if your off Amazon advertising is leading to sales. There's also Portals, which will help you to build landing pages that allow you to collect emails and do things like that, so that when you go to launch your product on Amazon, you can take all those emails, send an email to them, and let them know, hey, my product's live. Or in general, this tool can just help you to do advertising where you collect an email and then you send an email and make more money, basically. The next tool we're going to talk about is the listing optimization tools. There's Frankenstein, which is going to help you to process your keywords, Scribbles, which is going to help you to optimize your listing in general, and Index Checker, which will show you how you index for different keywords, which basically means it'll show what rank you are for different keywords, as well as it'll let you know if you're actually showing up in the Amazon search results. Another tool is the Listing Analyzer tool, and what you can do with this is you can put your product into the Listing Analyzer, and it will tell you how good your Amazon product listing is. You can also put in your competitors and see how good they're doing. So if we run the analysis here, you can see that it tells the sales for the last 7 days. In addition to that, it gives some historic data as well as giving the listing quality score. And we're only getting a 7.5. So I see there's room for improvement. So this is a very powerful tool. They even added an AI-powered listing optimizer we mentioned earlier, and you can easily streamline all your copywriting and the building of your listing using this tool. And it only takes a couple clicks because it's using the power of AI. Now, don't just blindly trust the AI. You'll need to be smart about this. And I think it's best to use this as a starting point, but ultimately you're probably going to want to edit all the results that it gives to you and make sure that it's customized so it's perfect for your listing. But this tool will give you a great first draft. Some other tools in the analytics section include the keyword tracker. And the way that this tool works is you put in what keywords, what search phrases that you want to rank for in Amazon. And it will track week by week, day by day, and tell you how you're ranking in Amazon for these different search phrases. For instance, with my new product, Carnivore Electrolytes, we would want to see how we were ranking for that keyword, carnivore electrolytes, as well as carnivore supplements, carnivore diet, different things that are related to what people might search for in order to find our product. We would want to put in this tool so we can see how are we doing. Our marketing efforts, are they leading to us going higher up in the sales or lower down? And this is called Market Tracker 360, which will actually give you some new and improved competitor intelligence. And there's also a tool that will help you to calculate your profits. In Helium 10, there's also all these different operation tools. There's Refund Genie, which I talked about earlier, and this is going to help you to get all that money that Amazon owes you. There's the follow-up tool, and this is an automated email tool so that when someone buys your product from you, you can automatically follow up with them and say, hey, make sure to leave us a review. There's also some more advanced tools like the inventory management tool, and there's an alerts tool which will help keep hijackers off of your listing. And you can see overall there are a ton of very powerful tools here. And again, as a reminder, if you are going to be signing up with Helium 10, use that discount code, get that discount in the link in the description. But let's jump over to Jungle Scout and quickly look over all of their tools. And the first tool is a sales estimator tool. And this is the same as the free tool. The difference is if you pay, you can use this tool multiple times a day. However, with the free Jungle Scout sales estimator tool, it caps you. After you've ran it a couple times, it stops you from being able to do it again. So this tool is a powerful tool, but Helium 10 does have the Chrome extension that does the exact same thing. And it's even more convenient because it's right on your Chrome browser. There's also a listing grader, which is very similar to the listing grader from Helium 10, except for, as you can see, this isn't nearly as powerful as the Helium 10 one. It doesn't give you as much insights as Helium 10 does. There's also a bunch of different product research tools. There's the product research database, product tracker, opportunity finder, which I mentioned earlier, which is good. But again, I think the Helium 10 tool is just as good, if not better. And all these tools are going to help you to find products. Now, the most powerful tool with Jungle Scout, and the one reason why I would consider Jungle Scout over Helium 10, is the supplier database tool. And I know some people that sign up for Helium 10 and use all the product research and different tools over there, but then they come over and they pay for Jungle Scout and sign up just because of this supplier database tool, because it's so powerful. And I know I already explained this earlier, but again, you can put in your competitor, you can put in products that are similar to you, and it will tell you who the manufacturer is for that competitor product. There's also a keyword tool, and all these tools are going to help you to find the keywords, the search phrases that you want to use for your listing. But like we found out before, Helium 10 definitely gives you more keyword options. There's also some different marketing tools like promotions and review automation, which is similar to what you get with Helium 10. There's also some sales analytic data like profit overview, profit and loss statements, and there's some advertising functionality, but it's just ad analytics. Jungle Scout doesn't have an equivalent to Adtomic. And again, Adtomic with Helium 10 will automate your Amazon PPC for you. All right, so drum roll please. It's now time to announce the winner of Helium 10 versus Jungle Scout. And if you're deciding between these two tools, keep in mind that they both actually have a 7-day money-back guarantee period. So you can try one of these tools out, see if it works for you, and if it doesn't, you can cancel it and try out the other tool. And keep in mind that you don't actually even need to pay for either one of these tools. I was able to find my first product ever without having to pay for either one of these tools, and I'll be talking about that in just a couple minutes. But warning, even though I did find my first product without using a tool, if I had to do it over again, if I could go back in time, I would 100% sign up and pay for one of these tools because it would have saved me so much time. Because the thing about these tools and any tool is it's going to make your life easier. The example I give is that you don't need a hammer if you're building a doghouse. You could always just use a rock and hammer in those nails. But if you're trying to build a mansion, it might be worth investing in a tool. It's going to make the entire process easier. So many beginners make the mistake of thinking that early on in their business that spending money means that they're losing money. But what I actually see is the opposite. Most of the people that aren't willing to spend money on their business in the early days end up making mistakes that end up losing them thousands of dollars down the line in their business. For instance, I have an Amazon FBA program. There's a link to that down below in the description if you are looking for some extra help with your Amazon business. And a lot of people tell me that they don't want to spend money on an Amazon program. They don't want to spend money learning how to sell on Amazon. But those same people end up coming back to me later and said that they made a mistake, that they wish they would have joined because it would have avoided them making bigger mistakes down the line. So if you are interested in learning about my Amazon FBA program, it comes with weekly Q&A calls where you can ask questions, as well as one-on-one help and over 100 step-by-step lessons. There is a link to that down below in the description. But drum roll please, let's announce the winner of Helium 10 versus Jungle Scout. And in my opinion, I'd recommend that you sign up for Helium 10, because it has way more tools than Jungle Scout and the tools are better. The data is more accurate. There are also more ways that you can filter the results, and overall, Helium 10 is just a better tool for beginners. That being said, there's nothing wrong with Jungle Scout, and Jungle Scout is still a great tool. And remember, if you're gonna sign up for Helium 10 or Jungle Scout, there are links down below that are gonna get you a huge discount. It's the best price that you can find for either one of these tools. I negotiated with both Helium 10 and Jungle Scout. I told them I'm making this video and I told them to give me the best deal that they possibly could. So if you're gonna sign up for those tools, make sure to use the links down below in the description. However, now I wanna share with you how I found my Amazon FBA product and how you can find your own Amazon FBA product for free. And I talk about that in depth in my free 8-hour Amazon FBA course. There is a link right here. It's a completely free 8-hour step-by-step Amazon FBA course. If you're thinking about selling on Amazon, this is a free video. I highly recommend you click right here, watch that video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.